Hi everyone, I'm Tabi, skin health specialist and the author of Unmasking Acne, which is kind of what I want to talk to you a little bit about today, because today I'm diving into what I would do right now if I had acne, and it's all based on what's included in my book Unmasking Acne. So yeah, let's just dive right in. So to start off, I need to introduce you to the skin triangle method, which is my signature approach to optimal long-term skin health. And I'll put a little thing on the screen right now. So it's a triangle, skin triangle, and it includes 3 pathways. So it includes topical, internal and emotional pathways. So these are all to do with healing. So the idea is that you focus on these 3 things and you will obtain long-term healthy skin, whether that is clearing your skin, whether that is reducing acne, reducing scarring, just making it more healthy, hydrated, whatever it is, it works in every single aspect of skin health. Obviously today the video is all centered around acne, so that is what we're gonna talk about today. And I'm going to tell you the 3 main things to do with the skin triangle method that I would start doing from today if I had acne, and what I'd start doing, and we would go from there. So now you understand a little bit about the skin triangle method, let's dive right into number 1. So this is the topical pathway. If I had acne right now, the first thing that I would be doing is assessing which parts topically are affecting my skin. So am I using skincare products that aren't beneficial? Are they full of really harsh active ingredients? Am I changing my pillowcase once per week? Am I basically just being as gentle as I can with my skin? Because with skin, less is more, and it's all about hydration and centered around the skin microbiome. We need to make sure that we've got a balanced, diverse skin microbiome, and that starts with not killing off the beneficial strains of bacteria. So if you're someone that uses a lot of actives, you know, a lot of salicylic acid, a lot of mandelic acid, lactic acid, or a lot of hyperchlorous acid, anything like this, that's going to basically wreck your skin microbiome. If you don't know what you're doing with your skin, the first thing you need to do is reassess your skincare routine. Make sure you're using the right things. I've got a list of products that are suitable for the skin microbiome on my website, so go check out the links below. It is tabiforisabel.com/skin shop, and that has all of my recommendations for skincare there. So reassess your skincare routine. Is it full of unnecessary harsh ingredients and products that is stripping your skin to basically then rely on those products to keep it going? If it is, time to reassess. What I would recommend for a skincare routine is not using 10 steps. Like, we do not need that. No, we need hydration, and we need gentle, and we need things that add in and feed those microbes. So we want to look for ingredients like hyaluronic acid, glycerin. We want to look for different pre and probiotics in skincare, and those are the main things that you want to center your skincare routine around. You can include some actives such as niacinamide and salicylic acid, but you want to be using those probably not on an everyday basis. They want to be the main treatment aspects of your skincare routine that you opt for when you need a little bit extra TLC for your skin. So that is topical. Moving on to internal. So number 2, internal. So for internal, we want to reassess our diet. We want to look at all the internal factors that are going on, because we need a supported gut health, and we need to make sure that we're eating a lot of the right things to help our skin from within, because obviously topically can only affect us so much. Like, all of those ingredients in those skincare, they come from the food that we eat. So if we're just eating it directly from the source, it's going to basically transform our skin a lot faster. So that is why we want to basically start there. Internal is such a massive part of skin health, so it's time to reassess what we're doing. This isn't about restricting, this isn't about completely overhauling your diet. It's about being self-aware and kind of adding in more of the right things to kind of balance out anything else. So the main things that you want to be adding in is fruit. Fruit is the number 1 beauty food. It is full of potent vitamins and minerals that, you know, we don't cook fruit so they're not getting cooked out, they're just pure raw and exactly what we need for our skin health. So that is why fruit is the best thing you can do. You can add it in anywhere. I have fruit in my pasta. I literally put apple in it raw at the end of my pasta before I eat it. Best thing ever. Obviously fruit is really hydrating as well, so it's really helping repair that skin barrier as well. Otherwise, look for the rainbow with your food. You want to be eating a really varied, balanced diet, which means you need to have a lot of different coloured fruit and veg. So the more colourful that your plate is, the better it will be for you. That is a little trick and tip that I would recommend. So number 3, we've got emotional. And the emotional healing pathway is the one that most people struggle with the most, because we aren't usually brought up being that self-aware of our feelings and kind of the sensations we have in our body that tell us different things. But if we learn to start paying attention to our body and the signals that it's giving us, it basically helps us decide what's going on. So a lot of the time with acne, it is basically due to dysregulation. So when you are constantly in that state of fight or flight, constantly stressed and anxious and feeling really tense, what that does basically is it keeps your cortisol levels high, which is your stress hormone, and then basically your oil production increases a lot, and then we have more oil in our skin, which basically just leads to acne, long story short. So what we want to do is basically make sure that we've got some nervous system healing habits in our routine. So this might be introducing EFT tapping into your daily activities on a morning. The first thing that you could be doing is doing a bit of tapping, going through your pressure points. It's a form of acupressure. I've got lots of tapping scripts on this channel, so definitely go check those out next. But otherwise, just having things that kind of let you sit with yourself, grounding yourself, being in nature, doing some breath work, yoga, Pilates, just things that really keep, basically help you come home to your body, to yourself, and let you sit with your thoughts and feelings for a while. Meditation is one of the best for this. It is fantastic. It might feel a little bit strange doing these things at once, because as a society we really struggle with this, I think, and trying to regulate our nervous system consistently. It's one of those jobs that it should be built into our routines so we can stay consistent with it, but it's probably the hardest part because of that, basically. Even if you start putting an affirmation script and sticking it on your mirror, so every single day when you're doing a skincare routine, you're doing your makeup or whatever, and you're looking at yourself, you can literally just say I'm beautiful, I'm confident, I'm loved, and you just read the script in front of you. And if you do that every single day, you'll feel better. It tells your body that you're safe, and then your skin will reflect this. So those are the 3 things that I would definitely say to start doing. If you have acne right now, that's exactly what I would be doing if I was back at square one and dealing with acne again. So definitely start implementing these things in your routine. Remember that it's consistency and action give you results, so you need to be consistent with it. These aren't quick fixes. There is no such thing as a quick fix if you want long-term healthy skin. If you want in your skin to, wreck the barrier and stuff like that and be more problems in the future, that is when we introduce quick fixes. We're not about that here. We want long-term healthy skin, and that starts by kind of shifting some things in your life, other things in your routine that are aiding the inflammation internally, leading to dysregulation, leading to poor gut health, and leading to, the excess oil, the hyperkeratosis, and all of these things that aid acne, basically. So we want to basically implement the best things that we can do to restore the health of our skin barrier, and then in turn we actually just become healthy as a whole as well, because obviously whatever is affecting our skin affects the rest of our health as well, because it's such, it's our largest organ, so of course it's going to trickle into these things. So if you're not really sure where to start after watching this video, I have a free skin quiz which is rooted in my skin triangle method, which is down in the description below, or go to topifisobel.com/quiz, and it tells you which of these 3 pathways that you're kind of needing to improve on the most for your skin health. And it's really easy, really quick, really fun. It takes 2 minutes, so it's a really good way to get started on the right things that you need to be doing to improve your skin right now. So definitely go check that out. But today I obviously wanted to talk about my book, Unmasking Acne. So this is a very exciting thing. So this book is going to be published tomorrow when this video goes live. So on the 15th of September 2025, I'm officially going to be a published author with this book, Unmasking Acne. I am so excited about this and really scared, to be honest. That fear of being seen has never been so prominent at the moment, with all the eyes on me and all the media stuff I've been doing. It's been a little bit crazy, not gonna lie, but also really such an exciting time. And I know it's one of those things I'm gonna look back on in the future because it's such like a big milestone. But yeah, so if you're struggling with acne, Unmasking Acne is obviously the guide for you. It's essentially broken down into the skin triangle method, so it's got 3 main parts to the book: topical healing, internal healing and emotional healing, where I basically deep dive into all of those things, so you can basically have every single thing that you'd ever possibly need in this book. And the idea is that when you're struggling with your skin, you just kind of flip to the part of the book that you're needing to do, and you kind of implement things as you go along. So it is a guide, it's a journey, it's your whole skin journey in these 400 plus pages that basically tells you exactly what you should be doing and helps you along, kind of like holds your hand through your whole journey basically. And there is a piece of my soul in here, like there really is. I poured a massive part of me into this book. I talk about my personal story with acne as a teenager and again as a young adult, my experience going on acne medications and prescribed creams and going through all that journey that a lot of us do go on. I talk about skincare in detail. In fact, let me read out some of the chapters to you so you can get an idea of actually what's going on in this book because there is a lot of things in here. So obviously we've got my acne story, we've got basically why your skin reflects your health and why your health is the main attribution that affects your acne. We talk about identifying different types of acne. I also talk about my skin triangle method in a lot more detail. Then we go into the topical healing, so I talk about the skin microbiome, how to form your own skincare routine and the products and ingredients that you should be using on your journey. Talk about environmental toxins and how the environment affect your acne. And then I also talk about how to speed up your results through using professional devices and things like that, but at home. Then we go into internal healing, where I talk about the gut microbiome, so all about your gut health. I talk about hormones and acne, acne and sleep, and I also deep dive into the skin health diet, which is, you know, all about what you should be consuming. Then we've got emotional healing, which is the third part, and I talk about stress, safety, nervous system dysregulation, and also like movement detoxification. And I also have a really important chapter that I would honestly say it's worth getting the whole book just to read this chapter, and it's all about self-image, self-confidence, and kind of healing your relationship with your skin so you can feel confident in your skin even before you get results, which is such an important thing that we need to be doing. Then I also talk about acne scarring, pigmentation, and basically all of those things. Anything you could possibly need for your acne journey is in this book essentially. And I also have 5 amazing recipes in this book at the end as kind of like a bonus, which is really exciting, and some of my most favourite things to make are in here. So it is phenomenal. I'm not biased at all, I promise. I mean, it is my book. But obviously I'd love to know what you think and your feelings and stuff about this book as well. So if you do get it, do pop me a message and let me know. But yeah, it is coming out as of tomorrow. I am so excited. It's a whole new chapter for me. That's like the worst thing I could say, isn't it? A whole new chapter, I'm holding a book. But it really is exciting, and I really can't wait for you to get your hands on this. Like I said, if you are someone that's dealing with acne or inflamed skin in general, Unmasking Acne is going to be like your saving grace essentially. I know when I struggled with my skin, knowing what to do was a massive limitation for me, because you're told so many different things online and it's knowing who to trust and what to do. And I tried so many skincare products, and skincare is such like a small aspect of true skin healing. So having a guide like this where you can pick it up when you need to, when you're having a flare up and you're like, oh my god, what have I done, why am I breaking out again, you can go back to the basics, implement them, and you will see results. It is not a quick fix, it is a long-term journey. It is to completely transform not just your skin but your life as well, because it's all about healing your health. So if you'd like to grab your hands on this, it is now available on Amazon. All links will be down below. You can also get it directly through my website as well, but definitely go check this out. I'm honestly so excited about this. And yeah, I'm a published author now, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, if you'd like to go grab it, go check out those links. As always, thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you in next week's video. Sending you lots of love. I'm Tabby, and I shall see you next week.